So one thing that I was thinking about recently again is how different astrologers read the houses differently in terms of the signs. So if you learned a more Hellenistic, a more traditional way of reading, you're going to want to decouple the signs and the houses, if that makes sense. So instead of looking at the fourth house as the Cancer house, even though Cancer and the fourth house have a lot of similarities, which is why people read the other way, if you're more of a traditional astrologer, you're not going to look at it like that. Whereas if you learn the more modern way, you're going to look at the fourth house as the Cancer house, right? So no matter whose chart you're looking at, no matter what sign they have in the fourth house, you're going to be interpreting it through that lens. Now, I learned more through the traditional Hellenistic, right? Like when I first got into astrology, I was watching a lot of the astrology podcast, and the people who run that podcast are definitely Hellenistic astrologers, right? So one of the things that they stress really early on is to stop looking at the chart that way. And so maybe I'm biased because that's how I learned. And also, I just want to be clear, like, truly from, like, a theoretical standpoint, like, I don't think it matters that much. The only thing that I kind of was thinking, the reason I was thinking about this recently is because I think that we get more information by reading. It depends. I mean, again, it depends on how you look at it. But I think we can get more personalized information through looking at them separately, right? Like, it's kind of like getting to know the houses on their own terms, getting to know the signs on their own terms, even though we know that they have a lot of overlap. And that is why this topic is confusing. And I know it was confusing for me when I first started studying astrology. Because they do overlap so much, like, right, like if I'm going to look at somebody's home life, I am going to look at both Cancer and the fourth house to find out about their childhood, to find out about their family. And I think that actually kind of gives us a little bit more information, right? Like first of all, the sign that's in the house, and I think modern astrologers typically read at least somewhat this way as well, so it's not like a totally either or thing.